Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the last video class we discussed about the structure of ovary. Okay, in that we discussed about primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary and a Graafian follicle, and the process of rupture of Graafian follicle which releases the secondary oocyte, that is called as a ovulation. Today we can discuss the next part of the female reproductive system. In the female reproductive system we already discussed about ovaries, oviduct, that is a fallopian tube, uterus, cervix, vagina. Only the remaining part is the external genitalia, and also the glands which are associated with the reproductive system, those are the mammary gland. We have to discuss. External genitalia means is the organ. Here female external genitalia is known as a vulva. In case of female, the genitalia is a vulva. In case of males, that is a penis. Here first we have to know about the structure. Okay. Here first point for the structure, vulva has a depression, that is vestibule. The structure of vulva have the depression. Here is a depression. Okay. That depression is called as a vestibule. Okay. Next, the vestibule have the two openings. Here you can see two openings. Upper opening is called as a urethral opening. A lower opening is called as a vaginal opening. You can't get this diagram in your NCERT book. Please be concentrate and draw this diagram, then only you can understand the structure. Okay. Once again I will repeat. External genitalia is the vulva. Okay, it is just like a depression. Vulva have the depression, that is called as a vestibule. In the vestibule, two openings are there. Upper opening is a urethral opening, lower opening is a vaginal opening. Okay. The vaginal opening is covered by the thin membrane called as a hymen. We already discussed this one. Okay. The vaginal opening have the thin membrane, that is called as a hymen. This hymen layer which presents only in the virgin females. Okay. Next point, vestibule is covered by folded of skins. Okay. That vestibule means a vulva depression is covered by two layers of folded skins. Inner fold is smaller. Okay. Inner fold is a smaller and mucous fold. Just after the vestibule wall, the fold which is present, which surrounds the vestibule, that is the inner fold, it is very smaller and thin, and it is mucus producing skin. Okay. That layer is called as a labia minora. Okay. Remember this one, the skin which just surrounds the vestibule, that is mucus producing layer or folded skin, that is labia minora. Okay. Then a clitoris is a tiny finger like structure which lies at the upper junction of two labia minora. Here you can see a small minute finger shaped, okay, finger shaped structure which is just present above the urethral opening, that is called as a clitoris. Okay. Remember this one, clitoris is a tiny finger like structure which lies at the upper junction of a two labia minora. Okay. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸೈಡ್ ಒಂದು ಲೇಬಿಯಾ ಮೈನೋರಾ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸೈಡ್ ಒಂದು ಲೇಬಿಯಾ ಮೈನೋರಾ. ಓಕೆ. labia minora above the urethral opening. Above the urethral opening, a tiny finger like structure is present, that is called as a clitoris. Okay, a clitoris which is present in case of females, but homologous organ which is present in case of male is a penis. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪೆನ್ನಿಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಸೇಮ್ in female reproductive system clitoris is present. Okay, it will come in your competitive exams like a NEET exams. The homologous organ of a clitoris in females, a homologous organ of a clitoris in case of a male reproductive system, that is a penis. Remember this one. Okay, next, outside of the labia minora another layer of a folded skin is present. I already discussed that 2 layers of folded skins are present. First one is a labia minora, second fold you can see folded skin, that is called as a, this diagram is not so much important, but your understanding the concept of the external genitalia, this diagram is very necessary. Labia majora, minora and majora. Majora means major which outside, minor which is just surrounds the vestibule. Okay, here outside of labia minora another layer of folded skin is present, that is called as a labia majora. Labia minora, labia majora and clitoris. Next, here labia majora is homologous to the scrotum of a male reproductive system. In case of male reproductive system, the scrotum is a sac like structure where the testes are present. Okay, like that in here in female reproductive system it is a folded skin which just surrounds the external genitalia. Okay, remember this, homologous. Clitoris is homologous to penis, labia majora is homologous to scrotum. Next, upper side of the labia majora, upper side of the labia majora, the mons pubis is present and it has a pubic hairs. Okay, here you can see upper side of labia majora, a tissue is present, it is called as a mons pubis, it has the pubic hairs. Then next point, 2 small minute glands are present at both the sides of vaginal opening. Here lower opening is called as a vaginal opening. Here you can see this one is a vaginal opening. At the lower opening, both the sides of the vaginal opening which have the 2 minute glands. 2 minute glands you can see here, which I am drawing with the red color pen. Those are called as a Bartholin's glands. Bartholin's glands. Okay, Bartholin's gland. Okay, what is the function of Bartholin gland? Another name for the Bartholin gland, that is the bulbovestibular gland. Okay, bulbovestibular gland which secretes the mucus. Just recall, in case of male reproductive system the glands are present beneath the penis which secretes the mucus. Those are called as a Cowper's gland or a bulbourethral gland. Okay, here a small minute gland which are just present both the sides of vaginal opening which are Bartholin's glands or bulbovestibular gland. In case of male reproductive system, bulbourethral gland, here bulbovestibular gland. Okay, which secretes mucus. As in case of male reproductive system, the Cowper's gland or a bulbourethral gland also secretes the mucus which helps to keep the penis lubricate. Here same thing, the bulbovestibular gland which secretes the mucus which keep the vagina lubricate. This is all about the external genitalia. Here we discuss about the one gland that is a bulbovestibular gland which secretes the mucus. Next important gland we have to discuss, that is a mammary gland. Next one, that is a mammary gland or commonly known as a breast. Mammary glands are characteristic features of a female. Okay. Here mammary glands are modified sweat glands. These are the modified sweat glands. Mammary glands are paired. Okay. Two mammary glands are present. The structure that contains the glandular tissue and a variable amount of a fat. Glandular tissue is present and a fat is also associated with the glandular tissue. Okay. The mammary glands which are present in case of females at the thoracic regions. In the thoracic regions, the swollen part is called as a breast. Okay. At the anterior part, for understanding the structure, we have to draw the diagram. Mammary gland is present at the thoracic region where the ribs are present. Okay. It is somewhat swollen structure at the anterior region of the breast. A pointed structure is present, that is called as a nipple. Okay. This is the breast or a mammary glands. Here it is associated with the ribs and muscles. It is associated with the ribs. These are the ribs. You can see this diagram in your NCERT book also. Okay. These are the muscles. These are the ribs. Okay. I already discussed the mammary gland structure contains a glandular tissue and a variable amount of a fat tissue. Okay. The swollen portion of the breast is called as a nipple. Okay. The dark skin which just surrounds a nipple, here the dark tissue or dark skin is present, that is called as a areola. Okay. The glandular tissue of the breast is divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Here 15 to 20 mammary lobes are present. Okay. This contains a cluster of alveoli cells. Here these are the mammary lobes which contains alveoli tissue. The mammary lobes contains the alveoli tissue which are opens into a mammary tubule. Okay, tube like structure which just arise from the tubule. Okay, here you can see tube like structure which just arise from the alveoli tissue. Those are the mammary tubule, or we can say the tubule of each lobe joined to form a mammary duct. Okay, the each alveoli arises the mammary tubule. They commonly join to form a mammary duct. Okay, the mammary duct are known as a lactiporous glands. Okay, the lactiporous glands which secretes the milk during the lactation period. Okay, what is lactation period? Okay, when the milk is secretes, we have to discuss later words after the fertilization. Here each alveoli cells rises the mammary tubule, the mammary tubule join to form a mammary duct. The mammary duct is also a tubulosaccular duct, that is a lactiferous duct. Okay. The lactiferous duct swollen, somewhat swollen at the areolar region. Here you can see I am drawing the swollen structure. Okay. The swollen structure and opens into the nipple region. Okay. The swollen structure of the lactiferous gland or a duct is called as a ampulla. The swollen structure of a lactiferous duct is called as a ampulla. Here these are the mammary alveoli. Mammary alveoli or alveolus you can say. Then this one is a lactiferous duct. Lactiferous duct. Then initially the sac-like structures or the lobes are the mammary ducts. Okay. The fat tissue which associates with the glandular tissue. Okay. Here you can see the a variable amount of fat tissue which associates the mammary gland. Okay. This is the fat. This is the structure of mammary gland in case of females. It associated with the female reproductive system. Now we can discuss the point wise of this diagram, points of this diagram. We already discussed the 2 points. First point is a mammary gland is modified sweat gland. Second one is a mammary gland are paired structures that contains the glandular tissue and variable amount of fat tissue. We already know that fat is just surrounds the mammary gland. Okay. Then thoracic region is swollen part that is called as a breast. At the anterior means front part. Anterior part it has a nipple. The glandular tissue of the breast is divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Okay, 15 to 20 mammary lobes are present that contains a cluster of cells called as a alveoli. Okay, loosely connected tissues is called as the alveoli. Okay, the cells of alveoli secretes the milk. Okay. Well explained in the diagram, I told that lactiferous duct produces the milk. Okay, both are same. The alveoli tissue connected with the tube-like structure called as a lactiferous gland. Okay, here alveoli secretes the milk which is stored in the cavities of a alveoli. Next, the alveoli open into a mammary tubule. That tubule of each lobe join to form a mammary duct. Next, behind the nipple a dark region is called as a areola. The lactiferous glands are tubulosaccular gland. Tubulosaccular means tube-like as well as sac-like structures. Tubulosaccular glands which opens into a nipple by the ducts called as a lactiferous ducts. Next, in areola region, the lactiferous gland swells to form a ampulla. Okay, the swollen part of the lactiferous gland is called as a ampulla. We discussed while explaining the diagram. Next, which temporarily stores the milk. The ampulla region of the mammary gland which stores the milk temporarily. Next, a fat tissue which just surrounds the lactiferous gland. Okay, the diagram of mammary gland is very important. Explanation also. Please practice this diagram. Okay, it will come for a 5 marks questions. It is very simple. Only you have to remember 4-5 labelings. It is a swollen portion which is present in the thoracic region or rib region of a female. It is a characteristic features of a females. Okay. Next, many glandular and pad tissues are present. The glandular tissues of the breast divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes. The lobes contains the alveoli. The alveoli secretes the milk which stores in the cavities of alveoli. The alveoli open into a mammary tubule. The mammary tubule joins to form a mammary duct. Okay. The mammary duct later was called as a lactiferous duct. Okay. The lactiferous ducts are open beneath the nipple. The dark region which just surrounds the nipple, that is the areola. The swollen portion of the lactiferous gland is called as the ampulla, which is present in the areola. Okay. The function of ampulla is a storage of milk, temporary storage of milk. This is all about the mammary gland. Okay. In the female reproductive system, we already discussed the structure. Okay. What are oviducts? What are oviduct, uterus, vagina, cervix, and ultra structure of ovary also we discussed, and the two glands we discussed, mammary gland and bulbo-vestibular glands. Okay. And these are very important. So many 1 marks question will arise from this topic. Okay. In this topic you have to practice 3 diagrams. First one, a complete female reproductive system diagram. Okay. Next one, ultra structure of ovary. Next, a structure of mammary gland. Diagrammatic view of a mammary gland you have to practice. All these questions for a 5 marks. Okay. Mammary gland diagram, female reproductive system diagram, and a ovary diagram. Okay. Please practice these diagrams. In your NCERT book also you can see the structure of the mammary gland we already discussed. Here you can see the pouch like structures. Okay. And a alveoli tissue, the pad tissue surrounds the alveoli. Okay. Here we have to discuss that the female external genitalia includes the mons pubis. We know that the structure which above the labia majora, okay, and labia minora, hymen and clitoris. Okay. By using the diagram we discussed all these things. Okay. Mons pubis is a cushion of a fatty tissue just by the skin and pubic hairs. The pubic hairs are present. The labia majora is a fleshy folds of a tissue which extends down to form a pons pubis. Okay. Then under the labia majora the opening of vagina is often covered partially by the membrane called as a hymen. Then the clitoris is a tiny finger like structure which lies at the upper junction of two labia majora. Okay. Above the urethral opening, 2 openings are present in the vestibule, labia majora, urethral opening and vaginal opening. Here the important point comes, the hymen is often or during the first intercourse. Okay. Here the absence and presence of the hymen is not reliable indicator of virginality or a sexual experience. While explaining the female reproductive system, I told that hymen is present in case of virgin females, but the presence and absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginality, because in some females it will open, it will broken by cycling, by doing hard works, by jumping, by more exercises or active participation in the sports. Okay. That's why the presence and absence of hymen layer is not a reliable indicator of a virginality or a sexual experience. This is all about the hymen layer. This is the female external genitalia. In the next class, we have to discuss the gametogenesis. Okay. Already we completed the 50% portion of the 3rd chapter. In that portion, we mainly discuss about the male reproductive system, female reproductive system. Okay, in the male reproductive system, the testis structure is very important and male reproductive system diagram is also very important. Next, in the female reproductive system, female reproductive diagram, mammary gland and ultrastructure of ovary, those are very important. Please practice all the diagrams. In this chapter, diagrams are very important. More than 15 marks questions will come from the diagram. Okay. Next, we can continue the next topic, that is the gametogenesis, in the next video class. Thank you.